So I was out with this girl the other night, walking down the street, heading, well,
So you're taking me to the same place you took your floozy the other night? I'm getting a hand-me-down date.
well, if you want to look at it all technical, start deconstructing my thinking, then yeah, I am.
It's nice when you take me to a second-hand venue. Makes me feel special and pretty.
It's different with you,
Why?
because I'm not trying to get you into bed.
Ah, so you're telling me that you treat your one-night stands, these girls that you find here, there and everywhere, better than your best friend? That you have a higher regard for a cheap fuck than you do for me?
How do I get into these conversations with you? Why must I endure the endless hours of inane shit that pass for conversation in your warped little mind?
It's the price you pay for making me endure a verbal rendition of your id-driven, mother-issue-ridden, and frankly, by all accounts other than your own, pathetic excuses for shags that constitutes your sex life.
Fair enough, but can I finish my story?
Oh, please continue. I'm sure it'll be riveting. Eventually.
So as I was saying, this girl and I are walking down the street when these two guys start shouting the usual sophisticated banter one would expect from the Neanderthal types, and she fixes me with a "Are you going to let them talk to me like that?" stare. So, me being the gentleman I am, say, as if you'd have a chance with her. She's a real lady, not one of the pigs you wallow with.
Smooth.
Thank you. And they shout back, "If she's a real lady, why is she slumming it with you?" So in an attempt to defend my own honour, bearing in mind I've just defended hers, I say to them, "Come over here and say that. I'll throw both you cunts under a bus without breaking sweat." At which point, she starts going mental at me for throwing out the C word right there in the middle of the street. And of course the moron brothers are loving it and walk off like the cat that's got the cream and a fucking blowjob to boot.
Well, I'm not surprised. Women really don't like that word.
Why?
Because it's offensive.
It's not offensive, and it's not like I was calling her a...
Please don't say that word.
Ooh.
Fuck off.
Aha, you proved my point. I pissed you off and you responded with a charming riposte designed to hurt my feelings.
So?
Well, she was the one who wanted me to say something in retort to them disparaging her. Yet, I cop all the flack and waste half the night arguing with her in the street.
Yeah, but you still use that word.
To them, not her.
Yeah, but it's still offensive.
But why?
Well, because it just is, okay?
No, it's not okay. Why do all women say that we can't use that word and it offends them? It's just a colourful adjective used to describe the female reproductive organ.
Precisely. No woman wants their genitalia described using that word. It is just thoroughly unpleasant sounding.
Oh, and cock, dick and prick all sound like flowers, do they? So come on then, Jermaine Greer. Why are those words okay and cunt isn't?
Don't say that word.
Give me one good reason why I shouldn't.
It's a word historically used to put down and oppress women. You wouldn't use racial slurs against anybody, would you?
No,
Well, there you go, it's the same thing.
it's entirely different and you know it.
How is it different?
The sole reason for the creation of those words were to undermine and belittle an entire people, and yet the C word was invented in the exact same way as all terms for the male appendage. It's simply a colloquial term.
Right.
So why get offended by it?
Because regardless of where its origins lie, the term was picked up and used by men as a derogatory term against women for hundreds of years. It should be regarded in the same manner as a racial slur.
Have you ever called a guy a dickhead?
This again. You know I have.
And you're happy to live with the hypocrisy that you can use a term like that against us, but the opposite doesn't apply?
Suffer the oppression women have for a while, then come talk to me.
So you're saying that if men suffer the same amount of oppression for the same amount of time, then we'll be on unequal ground, and that word will achieve the same status as dick and prick?
In as much as regards to me and my feelings, yes.
So now we just have to get every other woman in the world in sync with your particular brand of psychosis, and we'll all be dandy.
Why do you have to be such an arsehole?
Oh, the hypocrisy continues unabated. How can you use such a word as arsehole whilst arguing the C word isn't appropriate after everything I just said?
Because arsehole is neutral. Everybody has one.
So arsehole's okay because we've all got one. Cock, dick and prick are okay because you've made that abundantly clear. Why can't I use the word cunt and that be the same too?
Because until you've got one, you don't get a say.
Fine, okay. If you're going to be like that, then you can't use the word dick anymore. On behalf of my gender, I am banning your gender from using that term because we find it offensive.
Yeah, good luck with that.